Hello everyone, and welcome to Hobby Hustle. Today, we'll explore some easy steps that will help you build a personal brand online. We live in a digitized world where having an online presence is extremely important. Whether you're a freelancer or an entrepreneur, having an impactful online presence can help you stand out in a highly competitive market. With the utilization of the right strategies and tools, you can build a strong personal brand in no time. It might seem daunting at first, but you've got nothing to worry about. We'll walk you through some of the simplest techniques to help make this process easier. Before we start, make sure to like and subscribe to our channel and stay updated on amazing tips and tricks for your online business. Let's begin. Step 1. Define your personal brand. To initiate this journey, it is crucial to define your personal brand. This brings forth multiple questions that you should ask yourself to get a clear picture of your online strategy. If you wish to have a big and loyal audience, you must work on developing an authentic online presence. Creating an online persona means presenting yourself to a diverse audience worldwide. Your brand is what people will think of when they hear your name, or come across your content, or even interact with you online. Always remember, your brand creates an impact when you're your true self. Here are some useful tips that will help you define your brand. For starters, identify your strengths and skills. Enlist all your expertise and think about areas in which you have a competitive advantage. Elaborate on your strengths and plan how you want to utilize them to build your personal brand. Secondly, determine your core values. You must have a core set of values that will work as your guiding principles. Your guiding principles will serve as valuable tools when interacting with others professionally. When you're working on marketing your brand, or even deciding your target audience, just make sure your set values align with your beliefs and reflect who you really are. Additionally, after you define your niche, decide on your target audience. Think about the kind of audience you would want to interact with your personal brand. Ask yourself what your ideal audience would look like. Understanding your audience will help you curate your content better, which will raise your engagement. Moreover, on the topic of defining your brand, just remember to stay consistent. Consistency is key to success, even when you're building a personal brand. When it comes to building a personal brand, the message you wish to put forward will only resonate with more people once you're consistent with your work. Lastly, just remember to have fun along the way. This is a learning experience, and it is all about the journey. Create a strong and authentic online presence that resonates with your audience. Let's look at Step 2. Step 2. Create a personal website. Creating a personal website makes it easier for potential clients and collaborators to reach out to you. Moreover, it also allows your target audience to acquaint themselves with your best work and your work experience. You can use various easy platforms to create a personal website. Some of the most commonly used websites include WordPress and Squarespace. A tip here would be to utilize your website to the fullest. It is your domain, so make sure you make it worth the other's time by incorporating all relevant information that highlights your work. Before creating your website, come up with a relevant and accessible domain name. Your domain name is a reflection of your brand, so ideally, go for your own name or go for something that you associate with yourself. Then choose an ideal platform. See which platform's interface works for you. Consider the features you wish to use and which site has them. Thirdly, don't forget to design your website. Your website should be easy to use and visually appealing. Opt for a color scheme that you think reflects your personality the best, and incorporate designs that you feel would look aesthetic on your website as well. While you're working on your website, don't forget to consider multiple options and designs before going with the perfect fit. Once you're done working on the outlook, start putting up your work on your website. Create an About Me page, where you will introduce yourself, share your core values, define what you aim to work on professionally, and give a concise description of your brand. After the About Me page is set up, start putting up your work. For instance, if you're a graphic designer, upload your portfolio and testimonials of people who have worked with you in the past. And of course, don't forget to upload your contact information, your work email address, phone number, and a link to your social media accounts. To summarize, your website is an extension of you. It must contain all the vital information you wish to put out for your target audience or your employers. Step 3. Choose your social media platforms. Choose your social media platforms wisely. Selecting your social media platforms depends on your line of work. Various platforms are available to us nowadays, such as Instagram, Twitter, and even LinkedIn. You can either create a presence on multiple social media applications, or work on building your personal brand on a specific site. One important aspect to look at here is the kind of demographic you wish to target for your work. Then slowly work on building an impactful presence from there. If you opt for Instagram, you'll observe how the platform is more for aesthetic images. And if you look at Twitter, you'll notice how it works better if you want to convey your message concisely. so it's all about your area of work. One great thing about social media is that it's dynamic, and you can fulfill your goals through its multiple useful features. To elaborate, while you're considering the demographics, include gender, location, and behavioral patterns. Extensive research in this area will help you direct your effort in the right places. Moreover, consider the strengths and weaknesses of the platform you're choosing as well. See whether they offer you a sustainable audience for free, whether their algorithm is consistent and works for you, and most importantly, what platform aligns best with your work. As mentioned earlier, different platforms can help you identify and achieve different goals, so make a strategy that will allow you to achieve your particular goals with social media. Just remember, towards the beginning, don't inundate yourself with a lot of work. If you start with a lot of social media accounts, it can become tedious to keep up with all of them effectively. So start out by focusing and directing your efforts on a few platforms that you understand well. After you develop a consistent audience on your initial social media accounts, then work towards expanding your audience on different platforms. While you're on the journey of creating a personal brand, don't forget to reach out to others for help. It is always a great way to find potential collaborators or to hire social media experts who can help you run your social media accounts efficiently and teach you more about how they work. Always remember, you're not alone in this boat. There will always be someone who will be willing to help you fulfill your vision and dreams. Are you enjoying this video so far? Don't forget to subscribe to our channel before continuing. Moving on to the next step. Step 4. Engage. Engaging with your audience is crucial when building a personal brand. It is the best way for your audience and your potential clients to get to know you. One thing the audience nowadays appreciates is authenticity and transparency. If you upload excellent content but don't reply to your audience or collaborators on time, they can easily lose interest in you. Promptly engage in conversations to keep your audience interested and involved in your work. Moreover, ask for feedback as well. It is always good to take constructive feedback on your work. This builds a sense of approachability and trust between you and your client and allows you to improve your work for the better. Just don't forget to value your work and do not by any means settle for harsh remarks. However, if someone is offering valuable insight, then hold on to it. If you find it hard to engage with your audience online properly, you can begin by creating a list of potential FAQs related to your work on your website and social media accounts. This will allow you and your client to save on time and directly negotiate about your work. Moreover, utilize the story feature on your social media platforms, for instance, on your Instagram and Facebook, and host live sessions for open discussion and question answers. This creates transparency and creates an aspect of reliability between you and your audience. If you still feel like all your tactics are not properly working, then utilize your social media analytics. Yes, social media offers insights on your post engagements if you have a public account. Hence, make use of social media insights. Observe the specific time your engagement is the highest. Review the people who interact with you, and monitor the reviews they send your way as well. Once you've studied and analyzed your data, you can optimize your social media accounts for better engagement. Another great way of improving engagement in the organic following is by sponsoring your content as well through Instagram or Facebook advertisements. The possibilities are endless. Step 5. Collaborate with others. One great way of starting out with a bang is through collaborations. Collaborating with others in your field reduces the chances of unhealthy competition and creates more awareness of your personal brand. An excellent way of doing this is by including guest talks on your social media, hosting joint events, and reaching out to influencers and bloggers to work with you. This can be done effectively if you identify potential collaborators. Go for individuals and brands whose work ethic and brand values align with yours so the collaboration can prove to be a healthy, fruitful experience for both parties. To add on, strategize your collaboration to every last detail. Work on something that can benefit both parties involved, and establish coherent goals on what both parties wish to achieve with this. To conclude, just make sure to develop healthy relationships with those in your field. It is always helpful to network effectively. That brings today's video to an end. We hope our super easy list of how you can build personal brand online proved to be helpful for you. If you wish to keep seeing such wonderful content, don't forget to subscribe to Hobby Hustle. See you soon.